What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Squelch Panda here, back at you with another G Fuel review. Today we're going to continue the Ghost Gang G Fuel reviews of the Ghosts from Pac-Man. Yesterday we did Pinky. The last time we did Pinky, which was cotton candy, watermelon, vanilla. Did not taste that crazy to me. However, I did make a second cup of it and it tasted a lot better. Still can't really taste the watermelon in it, but cotton candy and vanilla are still pretty good on it. But today we're going to be moving to the next one. We're just going to keep it in order here. We're going to be doing Clyde, which is Nectarine. It tastes like a nectarine. But this is supposed to be the reskin of the Morbius flavor. Whenever that movie came out, they did a G Fuel of that, and eventually they had to reskin it, which they did for one of the Pac-Mans, which is the orange one, Clyde. And we're going to pop this one up. Actually, I think Clyde was always my favorite. Either him or Inky. I just liked that Clyde was different. It's like Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. And then Inky was blue, and blue is one of my favorite colors. Pretty close to my favorite shade of blue, too. Is like a baby blue, and Inky's kind of a like a teal blue. We're going to pop the top off. Alrighty, get the top off. Our scooper is pretty close to the top this time. Just going to go ahead and grab that. It does have kind of an orange tint to it, which is pretty good for it being a nectarine flavor. I feel like an orange tint kind of makes sense, and it being Clyde, it probably will be an orange G Fuel as well. So the powder, and then after it mixes, it should be orange as well, I would guess. That's just my thoughts on that. Then I'm going to pop the top off because I'm not using a water bottle. And whenever I do need to use a water bottle, I have a little contraption for that. It's just this little two-sided funnel, I guess you could say. You unscrew the top, put it over the water bottle, unscrew the bottom, pour the powder in, shake it to get your powder in. So we're going to sit that right there while we give this a really good shake. And then once we get done shaking it, we will give it a smell. Good old time there. Of course, we got our Isaac water already. Give him a nice little clean. And I think eventually I'll use a different cup, but I don't know, I kind of like using Isaac. That's kind of like my little thing right now, is just using a little Isaac cup and doing it better. Alright, so let's get it. First, let's get a smell. Good smell. Good. Powder in this. Excuse me. Don't sniff your G Fuel too close, or else you start sneezing it. Not fun. So let's get regular smell. A waft. I haven't had a nectarine in a while, so I don't really know what it's supposed to smell like. I have a funny feeling this is supposed to kind of smell like hive nectar, which is tangerine. Yeah. Well, it makes more sense for hive nectar to be nectarine, but it's a tangerine flavor, kind of a tart little thing to it, like tang. It smells pretty good. Alrighty, let's give this a good scoop here. Nice fulfilled scoop. Get Clyde right there. Grab our water bottle. Nice good dump of powder. Put our lid on. Make sure everything's all nice and secure. Put our top down. And we're going to give this a good shake, and I'll be right back in just a little bit. Alright, we're back. We got it all shaken up. Has that nice kind of orange nectarine color to it. Pretty close to what Clyde's color is. I'd say that's pretty close to it. Let's give it a smell. Again, it's supposed to be nectarine. Ooh. It's going to have that citrusy tang smell to it. Doesn't smell too sweet, which maybe that's okay for a nectarine. I haven't had one in a while. Smells nice though. Give it a little sip. It's not half bad. It's kind of close to like hive nectar in a way, but I think hive nectar is more light, like not light as in not very heavy on the flavor, but more of like a bright flavor, I guess you could say. It has like a little bit of tang to it. This one has a little bit more of like that kind of sourly tang, but more lower and grainy. A little bit more darker flavor. So I'd say where this tastes more like a fresh orange kind of citrus. Well, that one tastes more like a orange juice type of tang to it. So I'd say if you want to kind of compare them, which if you don't have hive nectar, then overall this is just kind of more of a closer to an orangish citrus, but with a little bit more tang to it. At least for the first cup. That's what I taste. Let's see, if I would give it a rating, overall pretty good flavor. I could see me having this a good little bit. Probably bounce between it and hive nectar. Maybe even do like a mix of them, like a half and half. See if I can get like a nice good orange taste. I've also got blood orange. I can like play around with that. I do not have just a straight orange flavor. I don't know if G Fuel's ever made that. They just made like an orange flavor. We've got blood orange. We've got flavors that have orange in it, like Infam Punch. Clyde's a nectarine. Hive nectar is a tangerine. But I don't know if there's any just orange flavors. If it was, it's the older ones, so not quite as many of the newer ones. But good for a good older flavor. But overall, good flavor. Oh, and before I get on to ratings and all that, for those of you that did not see my previous video, which I definitely recommend going back and watching that. That was a very interesting flavor. All of these flavors, all for the Ghost, Pinky, Clyde, Inky, and Blinky, all came in the same kind of boxes. Just this, I wouldn't say generic, but just an overall Pac-Man box. You know, there's Clyde with the energy, focus, endurance, reaction. There's Inky with the energy, focus, endurance, reaction. Blinky's on the top, just G Fuel. Pinky's on the bottom. And then you've got Pac-Man chasing the ghosts. Nothing too crazy. The crazy cool part of those was the shaker that comes with it. I'm probably just do like a quick little run through of these on all four of these flavors, just so you can kind of get an idea of it. They didn't come with any stickers. It's pretty much just the flavors. Just give a little shake again. One last taste test before we rate it. Alright, definitely tastes better than Pinky. Don't quite remember what my hive nectar rating was, but I gave hive nectar pretty good rating, so I'll probably have to move Clyde close to where hive nectar was, because they're both pretty good. I think Nectarine is more smooth. I think hive nectar does have a lot more like tang to it. Still good, but Nectarine's a lot more smooth. So I'd say definitely put above average. It's good. I don't quite know if I'd say it's really good. I mean, it is really good, but not necessarily really good tier. 8 feels, it's not bad, but it's kind of just straightforward. 8 feels kind of high. My brain is telling me a 7.6. Don't know how many times I said 7.6 during this, but I feel like 7.6 is it's a good place to be. I think that puts in like the good tier. I think like 9s and higher are god tier, 8s to 9s are really good, and like 7s to 8s, something like that, are good tier. So I'd say it's in good tier, pretty high in good tier, and pretty mid to it. So yeah, I'd say overall it's about a 7.6. Good flavor. I would definitely recommend picking it up. I think it tastes pretty good. If you just want like a nice, close, citrusy flavor. Again, I know it's not orange. I know they're all kind of different, but orange adjacent flavors, nectarines, tangerines, sometimes kind of like pomelos in a way. Somewhere in there, grapefruits. They're their own kind of like little citrus area, and then like you have like lemons and limes and all that over here, but they're also kind of here, and just kind of, it's like a rainbow of citrus, and it's kind of cool. I think it's cool. I think nectarine's kind of in between like orange and lemonish, or orange and grapefruit, or orange and blood orange, but pretty close to orange. Yeah, real good flavor. 7.6. I think I'd stick to that. Yeah, definitely recommend picking up these. Pinky, I still think it's good. I just feel like it's a lot. Like it's a lot that it's trying to do. And so I think so far, again, I've had strawberry banana. I know that's pretty good. A lot better in milk than it is in water, but we're still going to have it in water for this to compare. Some flavors I like in water, some flavors I don't. As far as out of those two so far, I would recommend Clyde more by like a good bit. So if you do pick up any of these, because I think they are going to do them like single tub, or maybe even just bring the boxes back. I mean, that shaker cup is awesome. I would definitely recommend so far picking up Clyde. But yeah, 7.6 out of 10. Kind of tarty flavor, tastes pretty good. And overall, thank you for coming out to the video. I think this one went really good. I really enjoyed it. Tasted good, kind of a difference from yesterday. Not that Pinky's necessarily bad, just Clyde was a lot better. But next week next time, not next week, next video will be Inky, which is the crushed tart candy, which works out great because I haven't had any of the flavors but strawberry banana, which is going to be the last one. And so that one ought to be pretty good. And on one that I know, and then we can get to the other flavors that I need to do, and maybe, I doubt I'm going to get them done before my new flavors come in, because I have like 2 or 3 new flavors coming in. But if I do get to them, at least I can make a dent, enjoy them, and have more flavors to choose from, because I don't want to open up any of these off camera and not do a review on them, because if I'm going to drink them, at least I want to get like some reaction to it. And who knows, maybe in the future I'm like, how did I feel about this flavor? And I can go back and look at a video of it. But yeah, thank you for coming out. 7.6 out of 10 was the was a choice on that. And I will see you next time. And if you want to like, subscribe, comment, feel free to. I love any type of interaction I can get. And overall, it'll help all this grow. But thank you for coming to the video, and I will see you next time.